Oh, thanks, Bolt. Yeah. Yep. She put in the time and the effort. So, um, yeah, had to push it an hour back because my sister's graduation, her bachelor's, and now comes the tough part. now she works on the masters. What up, Scoobs? I still haven't been able to troubleshoot to find out why the mic keeps cutting out. I spent a good 2 hours today trying to figure it out. And I have no answers. I have no answers to why it decides to cut out. I think it just decides that it isn't feeling like going. So hopefully I'll figure it out eventually. I like Scoob Stream, the Scuba Stream. Got to chat with Scuba. Finally see what he looks like. Here is his sweet voice. Got a bit of a potty mouth on him. What's going on, doing? Comic Con? Today is so I just drove 45 minutes to have a 55-minute dinner and drive 45 minutes back. Somebody higher ranking in my family than me chose to have the dinner way out, far away. So I actually literally got home, ran up the stairs, and went live. I'm pretty sure Mel is still getting James out of the car. That's how close we cut it. Yeah. Roy! Oh, now it's a party. Now it's a party. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, what is going on? Hey, Roy. Belinda, happy Sunday, friend. So, Roy, since you were just informed, I'll give you the abbreviated answer. I resigned a couple weeks ago. Offered them between it was like 3 and 8 weeks. I gave them a bunch of time, and the decision was made just to cut me loose on Monday. So now you guys get me 3 times a week talking about life, the world, and everything. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite products ever created, and we're going to read a letter from a soldier, a Union soldier in from the Civil War. So, Scuba created a Discord. I don't know what a Discord is, but Scuba made one. It is, I guess, going to be the spot where we're going to keep all of the chatting together so that everyone has a chance any time of day to chat and talk. I'm thinking that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know this newfangled tech stuff. Star Lord, yeah, man. What's up, D-Mac? Yeah, it was abrupt. Let's just leave it at that. It was abrupt. But the good news is I am here. I have my own channel now. Um, it's Roy. Roy's like it's different from Datcord, Discord, and Datcord. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Let me turn that off. I want to start this off a little earlier in the stream than I usually do it. I want to give a shout out to some people. Star Lord, Bourbon, Ice Wolf, Carol, Johnny Hodge, Doan, Sean, D-Mac, Comic-Con, and Scoobs. The 10 of you make up my patrons on Patreon. I thank you very much. I'm blown away, honestly. And I appreciate you guys, and your contributions are definitely going to help make this space a little bit better. I'll be able to um, upgrade the lighting and get possibly figure out what's wrong with my microphone and an expansion. So I appreciate you guys. I want to give you a shout out um, on the vid early this time. Um, well, hello, Phoenix. Oh goodness. Oh, Phoenix is here. Get ready to hear about how good the Islanders are, how far the Islanders are in the playoffs. What's up, Phoenix? How you doing, brother? Sí, gracias. Te amo. What up, James? No, no platter, not this time. I love it. No, not this time. Not this time, Comic-Con. Didn't have to give up anything. Um, so here's what I do want to do. Room was in the basement. No, I'm upstairs. I'm on the second floor. I am on the second floor. You got to go upstairs to get to me. Downstairs, because we have hardwood floors, you could hear footsteps above you. Here on the second floor, the wall directly in front of me, which is behind where you guys would be if you were sitting in this room staring at me, is solid stone and plaster. Yeah. Roy, goodness. Um, yeah, that's to kind of everything from Patreon doesn't necessarily go to me. It just goes to improving this. Once I get everything squared away and looking good, I'll discontinue the Patreon. That's just to get everything up to snuff. Um, the wall behind me, this is actually was a closet. Um, so this closet is in a spare bedroom in the middle of the house. So that wall you can't hear anything through. I've soundproofed everything else. Shag carpet for the ground. I mean, there's very little that comes through here. So this is why we kind of chose this space. So I got 18 of you here. God bless all of you. Let's kind of jump in to this because this could potentially take a while. Some of you will remember this product. It was readily available pretty much everywhere. It came out about 2 years ago. Well, it came out 2 years ago because it's numbered. It's 2019. 2019 historic autograph Civil War Divided. For those who watched, know exactly what that is. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Sorry, Scoob's house got raided by crackheads, and he lost all of his. I want it was like $400 a box. I believe it was about $400 a box. It's the top of it. And you would get 2 to 3 autographs or war date letters, a signature series facsimile short print, which nobody in the world cares about. One grayback numbered to 7 or 101 redback. Again, nobody's collecting the set. Nobody cares about it. And then 4 to 5 Civil War era relic inserts. Mildly misleading. Maybe one of them was Civil War related. The other ones are pertaining to that era, but are not from that era. And I'll show those off. I'll save the big important one for last, because that's kind of how we're gonna jump into the next thing. So, these are the cards. They came in cards. I mean, good stock, good pictures. Honestly, good content on the back. Spacing wasn't done very well. As you can see, some of the printing goes over the edges. So it is, yeah, I mean, they tried. The second pack, this was the one that was cool. So it varied for everybody. Everybody had something a little bit different. An 1865 2-cent piece, as an example of one of the things that you could get in there. As a decent look at it. And these were numbered. This one was numbered out of 50. I don't know how close I can get to this particular camera, but there it is. And then here's where I disagree with them, where they say that era hits. This is actually a Grand Army of the Republic stamp. All right, I'm going to time that now. 1016. Grand Army of the Republic stamp. It's from the 60s, so not anything crazy. And then the other one is from 1962. Again, it's about that time, but it's not from that time. So a little misleading when they say Civil War era relics. And then here's a bag of dirt from the battlefield of Antietam. Now, fun fact, it's actually illegal to dig up Civil War battlegrounds. And they showed a video of them actually going across the street from the battleground and digging the dirt there so they didn't get in trouble. But mind you, back then, I mean, what's reserved as a battleground today is only a small fraction of the actual battleground. So across the street where they're digging is still battleground. So technically they're right, but they kept it legal. And then you get usually one big auto, 1 to 2 big autos. I only got 2 because they were big. This one is Lieutenant General John Shofield. They are all BGS certified. This is a Medal of Honor recipient. He was also the Secretary of War. I'm not a huge fan of his. I read his bio. The guy gave himself the Medal of Honor. Not jazzed about that. But, I mean, it's kind of cool. I'm still thinking about selling that one on eBay, because that'll sell for a few $100, and then buying somebody I actually like. Yeah, I know, right? That's what I'm saying, Scuba. As former military, like, shady, shady. And then we get to the piece de la resistance. Um, so this is a letter from Private Charles Canfield of the 141st Pennsylvania Volunteers. The letter is dated October 15th, 1863. Um, it does mention a saucy word, a bad word, one that you're not supposed to use and should never use. Um, a sign of the times is the fact that the word is in the letter. I'm gonna skip the word. They blank it out in the certificate of authenticity, and obviously when it pops up, I'm not gonna read it. Um, so here's a letter, and the writing is phenomenal. I did, after I ran up the stairs, I did manage to put a high alcohol sanitizer on my hands to remove the oils. And there it is. You can see by my finger there is a seal, a stamped seal of authenticity as well. That is from the archives. Andy H. What's up, buddy? Appreciate you. It is a 4-page letter. It's 2 pages front and back. Um, and I'm gonna give it a read. I'm gonna read it to y'all so that you guys can kind of have a glimpse into um a little bit of the mindset of somebody who was in the Civil War, directly from them to a loved one. In this particular instance, it's to his grandmother. Well, it's funny that you mentioned the penmanship. They actually reference it in the letter. It's kind of cool. I've read this letter twice before. Um, I try not to handle it, obviously, because it's almost 160 years old. Um, but everything you need to know about this letter, and I'm going to keep an eye on my output, my audio. What up, Ringa? You made it just in time. Appreciate you. Cheers, my friend. Um, so he wrote this while stationed at Camp Convalescent. Camp Convalescent, there were numerous Camp Convalescents. The major Camp Convalescent is the off the battlefield. They would take injured soldiers and they would set up camp and have the official triage off, and they called that camp for the injured soldiers Camp Convalescent. Um, Obviously, the word convalescent, true to form. So, Mr. Canfield, Charles, um, I looked him up, and he was near mortally wounded. I believe he took, in addition to a muzzle shot, he took uh, blowback from a cannonball. Didn't take a direct strike from a cannonball because you're dead. There's no, I mean, it's over. You take a direct strike. Goodbye. But I believe he took like a shrapnel from one, or from a some splinters that from one hitting one near him. But I did look it up. He did suffer near death injuries, and I can't remember the name of the. I'll probably Google it shortly after I read the letter. We'll look it up together. But he did survive, and this is one of the letters afterwards that he sent to his grandmother. I'm trying not to touch this too much. So Camp Convalescent, October 15th, 1963. Oh, absolutely. That's true. Dear Grandma, I just thought I would write you one more letter before I go to the regiment. Since I wrote, I have received Elaine's letter, or excuse me, Eliza's letter. I was much pleased with it. I notice a decided improvement in the matter as well as I've noticed a decided improvement in the matter as well as the manner. Was glad to learn that she was getting along so well with her studies. I hope Ma and Theodore will have good luck in getting chestnuts. Was pleased with the compliments upon my manuscript, but did not intend that it should be exhibited to everybody. I had not intended that it should be subjected to the criticisms of Mr. Cook or any learned gentleman, as I know that it was full of glaring mistakes. Now I'm going to stop there for a second. This guy took part of a cannonball and a musket ball. And he was upset that they shared his last letter with friends, and felt a little embarrassed that his he was more concerned with how what people thought of his grammar and penmanship than the fact that he just was downed in a Civil War battle. Um, think of the mentality that is. That's what's going on, Benj. That's in the mental fortitude to have that be the thing that is of your concern. These kids were unbelievable. I do not know exactly whom our when our corps will go to the front, but suppose before a great many days. A corps went as far as Aleca, Aleca, Alessa. I'm assuming that's a small city that maybe doesn't exist anymore. Yesterday, and returned because the army is on the move, and they could fit out and deal our rations to those who had come. We have the report that skirmishing is going on, and we can plainly hear the report of heavy cannonization in the direction of Bull's Run. Now, I'm going to stop you right there. He's talking about Bull's Run. Anybody that is a historian of American Civil War, Bull's Run, that is going to probably send tingles down your spine that this kid is talking about skirmishing and cannons at Bull's Run. In the direction of Bull's Run, but don't know how far off it is or exactly where. Perhaps a general engagement will ensue. This part is a little bit tougher to hear here. Heard by something, the English minister was here Monday with General Heinz Lehman and others. Yesterday I was at our temperance meeting, and as the members were called upon to make speeches, I read my temperance lecture to them. I took my seat amidst the applause, the house, and after afterwards spoke to the chairman, and we shook hands. He shook hands with me. And I told him where I was from and what my name was. It is beginning to be cool weather, though not as cold as it is at home. Right before, the night before last, we had very little frost. That night I was in the tents over in the camp distribution, over by camp distribution, and I concluded I would not stay there another night as long as I stayed here. So I brought my blanket back to the barracks, and I stay here at nights now. I am over there at roll call for nights and then draw my rations, but I still eat here most of the time, as that I have lots to eat. When I go to the front, I am going to make the best of this little shelter tents, but as long as I can stay here and there is room in the barracks, I shall appropriate a share of that room to myself. So, again, near mortal wounding, mini ball strikes, shoulder and hip, if I recall. We'll find out in a little bit. And the only thing he's thinking about is when I go back to the front, when we start fighting again, I'm going to be there. He was a private, Scuba. This is a private. So, bottom of the barrel, man. And not only that, he's a private from he's from the All right, there we go. No, I caught it. Yeah, the I got to figure out what's wrong with the mic. Private bottom of the barrel. What's up, Marty? How are you doing? Oh, absolutely, man. Dig it. Appreciate you. So I'll go back to the top. The news is good this morning from the elections in Massachusetts and Ohio. Curtis we understand, is elected by a large majority over the Copperheads, and the old Arc Copperhead, Valens, the Democratic candidate for governor of Ohio, is terribly defeated. Where now is the boasted Democratic Party, and where is the Democratic candidate for the next president going to stop? And certainly not in the presidential chair at the White House. So there you go. He's getting a little spicy about politics towards the end. Don't quote me on this, but, and I'm not trying to stir pot. I might be right. Somebody could correct me. Back then, what is now the Democratic Party was the Republican Party and vice versa. I think it was after the Civil War that they flipped, and one became the other and the other became one, because they had the Democratic Republicans back in the late 1700s, early 1800s, and the Democratic Republicans, I believe, were the ones that became the Republicans at one point. But don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to see if I can remember my political history. The last page. I am right? Okay, thank you, Roy. Yeah, they flip-flopped. It's confusing, but go back to Whigs and Tories. It was easier to remember. All right, so when I get to the front, I shall get my pay the next time they are paid, and that is generally every 2 months. Can you imagine? You're in war. It's garbage conditions because it's 1863, and you're getting paid every 2 months. It's much different than today's military. I do not know whether the paymaster has been down to the army lately, or or not. You need be surprised if you do not hear from me again until I get to the regiment. Right? That's what I'm saying, man. Right? One day of pay, and I'm like, I'm calling somebody. You need not be surprised if you do not hear from me again until I get to the regiment. If we go in a few days, I shall not write again until I reach there. You must write just as often as if I was here. Hereafter, direct all communications to the 141st Regiment, the Honorable Buttermilk Regiment of the Army of the Potomac. So he then went to the 141st Potomac. I'm going back and striking for a promotion. Perhaps I may get the honorable position of a company cook. Wants to be a cook. I want to be some kind of officer, as much as I want to be some kind of officer, as much as a corporal in a blank regiment. This is 1863. At that time, people of color were offered freedom in exchange for their for fighting in the service. It's a widely known fact that that was happening, and freemen were allowed to. Those who had escaped slavery or earned their way out of slavery, called freemen, were able to get a fair, reasonable pay by volunteering to go into the service, and those who were not, who were liberated when the armies moved south, they were able to earn their freedom through fighting. And he references what at the time would have been the terminology. It's a word I'm just not going to read, even though it's coming in context. I refuse to read it. It's even in a historical way. But he is, in essence, saying, I'm hoping I can at least even get into a division leading one of their divisions as a corporal. Wonder if my towering ambition will be satisfied. Maybe, and maybe that I shall get another blue pill. I have to guess that is code for something. Might as well take it jovial as any way. Goodbye, C.K. Camfield. And what's going on, Phoenix? And there's his signature. at the bottom. If I can get it to, oh, there it is. Phoenix, how about those Islanders? Um, so there it is. The Civil War Letter Home by Private Charles Canfield. You just got a firsthand look into the private life of a Civil War soldier, Northern soldier. I don't know how many people could have possibly read that letter. I imagine his family, and then wherever that was sold to, maybe a couple of people who bought and sold that letter. But I can't imagine more than 100 people have ever heard or read the contents of that letter. Now we can add another 19 of you to that as well. I have no idea, Scuba. I hope they do. I've seen places have one or two boxes. They're like $500 a box now. I would love to get another one, but I've so hold on. I'm dying of thirst. There we go. I've actually found if you go to eBay, you can find Civil War letters for like $100. Nothing of great content because some of them have pictures that are good enough that I can read. But yeah, it's they're available. I might just grab a couple of those because I think that would be neat. Let me go ahead and I want to look this guy up, see if I can find that information that I found last time real quick. Bear with me a second here. Yeah, I've seen they're making some pretty decent stuff. Oh, here we go. I do see another letter of his just popped up, and it's dated for January 13th of 1964. So about 3 months. What's up, Dan? About 3 months later. I'm reading it real quickly. This one's not in as good condition. Okay. Let me take a look real quick. Yeah, Heritage. Heritage has one. It's probably the same one that I'm reading right now. And this one is from May of 1965. It's actually a bunch of them. Looks like he's in another hospital as of 1865. Let me see here. Oh, there we go. Well, it looks like he was discharged as a private the same he went in, so it looks like he never did get his regiment he wanted. Oh, I figured that Abraham Lincoln auto would go. So in that set, in that box I was showing you, some of the things that were available was Abraham Lincoln. An actual Civil War era revolver was one of the giveaways. I don't know how they managed to get the clearance on that one, but they apparently did. I'm just looking here real quick. What's going on, Trevor? How you doing, buddy? I love you, man. Thank you. Here we go. I think I found what I'm looking for. I think it's a different one. Yeah, I can't find it. I probably should have been a little more prepared with the rest of his duties. But I had read that they actually had talked briefly about what had happened as far as his injuries. So, um, needless to say, I will probably at some point try to get my hands on a couple. So now that we know it's every 14 minutes, I gotta narrow down what would cause it to. It shouldn't be. I don't know why it would be turning itself off. Doesn't make any sense. Because it just doesn't make any sense. I don't know why they would do that. 2009 Heritage American Heroes. Um, 2009 Heritage. That seems like that is about a year off from being a really good year. Trevor, it seems like every 14 minutes my microphone turns itself off. And I have no idea how or why. American history, okay. I mean, in there should be a card. A year ago this year, Michael Nelson Trout entered the league full time. It's an overheating issue, even though it's freezing in this room? Or is it the Scarlet that's overheating? I go from Mike to the Scarlet 2i, or excuse me, to the Cloud to the Scarlet 2i2 to the computer. They're cold to the touch. Everything's cold to the touch. Yeah, these are cold to the touch. It is the SM57B. Yeah, SM7B, excuse me. Turn off the screensaver? I don't know if I have one. You know, wouldn't it be odd if that was it? Could be. Yeah, but it's happened every single time. And let me go to my system. Let me turn off any at all power, sleep, or anything. All right, my sound. Okay. Input. There we go. All right. Oh, sorry. See, I don't know anything. I was taking you as being serious. That's what I get for taking you seriously. All right, so there we go. It's possible because I do know that the Scarlet does have memory to it because it does occasionally tell me that certain drivers are running low. How would you go about relieving, getting that to stop doing that? By the way, in case everybody else is wondering, I do have a very tech heavy fan base. I may or may not have a sound engineer in here. I may or may not have a computer programmer in here. I may or may not have actually a couple of sound engineers in here. It's a work in progress. Ooh, excuse me. That's a viable thing too, Belinda. It could be Windows. Um, E90. I immediately think BMW. What up, Jordan? I wonder if Jordan is referencing the E90 BMW. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Bill Gates was like, "Wait a minute, you're on a microphone," and every 15 minutes he cuts it out so that he can listen to it. I'm going to be honest with you. I just like the Scarlet because it's good looking. It's a great color red. Looks nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yep, I had an '04 right when they made the switch. And coming off the assembly line, it was half it was like a conglomerate of all parts. Some of it was from the E90, some of it was modern. It was a pain in the rear end of that car. I sold it to my brother-in-law. He made it gorgeous. He converted it to stick, painted it. Looks fantastic. The Habs won Game 7. Nice. Yeah, I plan on now that I have some free time. I plan on getting a little bit more hockey and sports in. It was an '04. I think that's what it was. I want to say it was an '04 330i. It was the last inline six that they did before they made everything a four banger with an optional six. But the 330i was an absolute monster of a car. Oh my goodness, it was crazy. Mel, how about them Sabres? They haven't played in a month and a half. It was an '06. Mel knows. Mel knows more about BMWs than I do. Very nice. Yeah, Scoobs has what's going on, bourbon. Um, just got home from drinking lots of bourbon. Okay, well, remember, it's still family friendly, even though it's my house. Scuba created a Discord. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. I can't keep up with Discord, so I might not always be there, but I will check in on it occasionally. I'm not a big chatter in case you guys haven't noticed. I'm good on the mic, not so good on the thumbs. And that's actually true. So Mel's father was a street racer. True story. He used to street race everything. If it had wheels and an engine, he would race it. He's built some cars that would blow your mind. Didn't he put like a Porsche engine in a VW or something like that? He did something crazy with a Porsche engine. Guy was a mechanical genius. And get his hands on a rotary engine, forget about it. Yeah, that rotary engine's going to go very quickly once he gets his hands on it. I think it was like a Porsche engine in a dune buggy frame. Thank you, Sean. I'll do that. All right, give me a second. This is going to it's going to cut my mic for a moment. How about now? We'll see how long that lasts. How'd you get fired on your day off? Those old school eclipses were dope. I don't care what anybody says. I didn't say he was responsible. I just said he was a drag racer, a street racer. He's also 6'6", and is not somebody you make fun of. Yeah, yep, yep. Being a teenager in the '90s, I was pretty good with the knowledge. This would have been in Florida, Trevor. Were you ever in Florida? Burb. The Barney Mobile. All right, so for an example, um, so here's exactly what happened. I plugged in the Scarlett to a different port in the back of the computer. I even switched which microphone input I was on the Scarlett from two back to one. Um, and that still was a 14-minute cycle. So I think it is something with the computer and not the equipment. The 2i2, most recent generation. It is USB powered. The mic is standard, as you can see. But the Scarlett plugs in USB. Yes, do that, Bourbon. Both of those things. I have whatever is the newest Windows. I have all. This is a brand new rig, so it has all of them. I have, I think, one 3.0, two 2.0s, and then standard. There's like literally one, two, two, four, six, seven. I have 8 USB ports, two in the front, six in the back. Good, Scuba. It's not good for you. It's not for everybody. It's really not all it's cracked up to be. Scuba, listen, I I have no reason to lie about it. Anybody who has ever purchased this particular bottle of water have told me that I'm not lying, that it tastes exactly like fresh, clean, melted snow, and that it was the best, cleanest water they've ever tasted. And it's not an exaggeration. It's the stupidest thing to be obsessed with, but I am absolutely obsessed with this water. And I've tried other Icelandic water, other water that came from Iceland that wasn't this particular company, and it's just not the same. This is my numero uno. What up, Brent? You can buy it from them, but it's extremely expensive. You're actually getting it cheaper on the secondhand market. I get it at Tops Friendly Markets. A dollar a bottle. They're 10 for 10. So I drop $10 and I grab 10 of them. Oh, see, Sean will tell you. Sean, we know Sean doesn't fib. He might be a creeper, but he's not a liar. What's up, Alaska? It's probably warmer over there than it is over here now. Propel? Propel adds something that I have an aunt who is a DDS, and she said not to drink Propel. That there's something in the water and the drinks that's not good for your enamel. I'm not making that up to be a jerk. I don't know why she would lie to me. Because I used to drink Propel, and she said don't. There's something in it not good for your enamel. She named like 6 or 7 things that everybody drinks. She's like, terrible for your enamel, but they never tell you about it. It's kind of why I just drink water. Shiitake mushrooms. Uh-oh. Hopefully they still have it for you. Yeah. Let me try. I'm actually gonna look at my power settings. Take care, Comic-Con. I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Let's try high performance. Let's try high performance. And let's switch the display to never turning off. All right, so you might be right. The screensaver or the power sleep, the sleep mode, was set for 15 minutes. So I just turned off the sleep mode. Maybe once sleep mode is off, we'll see. No, Brent, this would have been a decade ago that she told me about it, and I just was like, okay, and I put it down. I don't have very big teeth, so I need all the enamel I can get because I got tiny chiclets. Not big chompers. Definitely I'm the antithesis of Gary Busey. Tony, listen, you won't have to feel that way for long if everything goes the way we want it to. I can't get into details. I don't want to tip my hand, but the goal is to get back right exactly where you want me to be. But we have to do it in a tactful way. I can't discuss the details, but let's just say once the announcement is made, it's going to blow all of your minds. You're going to be extremely happy. There might be dancing involved. Not me, you. I mean, I'm already dancing at the thought. Yeah, Trevor, I'm telling you, it could be cool. Does that mean you'll be excited too? Scuba, seeing you on the feed today, I see that you actually can get excited by things. But even still, I don't think you'd be excited by this because you don't like cards. However, I don't know if that's all I'm going to get into. Hopefully, I can go beyond cards. But again, we're baby steps, man, baby steps. But I will say, I'm pretty stoked. I'm yeah, there you go. I'm pretty stoked if everything kind of falls into place and everything sounds good. I think y'all are going to be excited. Just have patience. I'm going to be here 3 days a week. I want to go every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Um, and have patience. That's all I ask. Yeah, there you go, Scoop. Uh, Patience is key on this one. There's a lot of moving parts that have to be accounted for. So when the announcement comes, you'll all be excited. And once the announcement comes, it'll be pretty quick from there. Oh, Mel ruined it. Spoilers. Yes, I'm getting a hot tub. We're going to be doing some hot tub twitching. Yep, that's it. You figured me out. That's right. We actually found a hot tub subathon. Oh my God! So wait, hold on. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. Not hot tubs in there. Every 1,000 subs, DC eats a Brady card. Oh, that reminds me. I pulled my collection out. I'm gonna look through what I have left of the base. If I can find a Tom Brady, I'll eat it next week. Um, but yeah, Marsha Brady. I I was watching some ASMR videos because I was like, people were like, DC, I really want you to whisper into a microphone. It would be really great if you would just whisper into a microphone for me. Like people will pay you to whisper into a microphone. Will you do it? And I was like, I gotta research whether or not I'm going to accept money for whispering into a microphone. And so I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch a couple of the videos. No. They okay. Hold on. Oh. I don't know her name. It's not what's up, Doug? It's not the red-haired girl. Which I know I know her name. I'm not gonna say her name because she makes enough money. She doesn't need me to say it. No, my mic isn't on that level. Well, actually, this microphone could be with the right EQ. Actually, this is a very good vocal microphone. Um, so they have the ones that are set up for dual left and right. They're stereo mics. It's basically two microphones on a box, one protruding from each end, and it takes sound from, technically it's supposed to be a fair distance away, so that they can get your left and your right, and record at the same time. So it's a box, it's got a mixer on the side, two little mics. But this is gross. Forgive me if this is your thing. I'm not judging you. Probably just don't write that you're offended in the chat, and then nobody will know I'm talking about you. But this girl has these. I can't believe I'm saying this because this is just gross yeah, Vince. They have silicone ears, full size silicone ears on them, and instead of like putting them at a distance and recording, it's made me kind of dry heave a little bit. She's jamming her tongue in the ears of this microphone and really getting in there. I'm talking about Roto-Rooter deep. Roto-Rooter deep. This girl is in the ears of these microphones. And I'm like, no, that's not, what? No. And then I saw the money she was making. Let me, what hand it is over here. 1,000 bits, 2,000 bit tip, 1,000 bit tip, 2,000. Like, what? Listen, I'll lick your real ear for $1,000. I don't care who you are. $1,000, I'll lick your ear. Now, I know bits are different than dollars, but I'm talking dollars. See, Mel is on board. One bit is a penny, so she got what, $10 to lick an ear? I'll lick your real ear for $1,000. Not for $10. I'd consider it. I'd think about it. But I was watching this girl's tips, and I'm like, first of all, geez, I need to make affiliate. Which, by the way, thank all of you. I'm almost at affiliate. I only have to do 4 more days of recording. I've already got the chats. I've already got 50 followers. Bless all of you. Thank you. Doug's, Doug's like, you remember when I invited you out for the football game? Yeah, you can't. You consider that revoked. But the all right, there you go. Well, now I'm not. Now it's all right. I'm on my own channel. I can be as ridiculous as I normally am, and I am. So here's, guys. Truthfully, I'm an odd bird, but in a good way, and in a non-malicious kind of way. It's Tony's fault. Blame Tony. Blame Tony. I mean, he's basically in Canada, right? Blame Canada. And stuff. Andrew's like, yeah, I was searching ear chats and I stumbled upon this. Hey, is this where I get my ear sucked? Is this guy? Is this the guy that sucks the ears? I'm in. What's up, Andrew? What's up, buddy? But see, and I thought we had the answer when I switched that. Oh well, we'll work on it. But I have a very colorful imagination. I keep it family friendly. Believe me, if I could go blue, DC, that's what it'll be. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly what I'll go under. DC the liquor. Oh goodness. Thanks, man. Glad to be back. Oh well, yeah. Thank you. But if so, I used to go blue. Blue is where you swear. I'm trepidatious about going blue, even on a like Patreon only video, because I wouldn't want some foul language and some off-color comments to be used against me in my family-friendly videos like these. But believe me, I am Andrew Dice Clay level funny and vulgar at the same time. I grew up watching Dice Man, so I have a very colorful ability. Some of the people in my chat, in the chat, maybe in the Discord, I'll consider being as flavorful as I can be. But yeah, I can string together some explicatives that will make people blush. Trust me, I can make Florida man blush. Andrew Smythe Clay. There it is. Yeah, Dice Man was I grew up listening to him. Like, I cut my teeth on Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy and Andrew Dice Clay, Peebo Bryson, which nobody knows who Peebo Bryson is. Nobody does. And Bill Hicks. So, listen, true story. True story. If anybody If anybody has a production company and wants literally, oh, definitely Dennis Leary level. We are the Baldwins. We are the Baldwins when before the Baldwins split up and went their own separate ways. When you get me and my three brothers and my sister together, we are the funniest five people on planet Earth. I swear on my son's life, I'm serious. If somebody could film us just when we get together, listen, Doug, I'm telling you, all you have to do is get us together. Like anytime we have family get-togethers, we are a riot. Every one of us boys in the family are married or dating so far out of our league and above us because we're a good time. What we lack in social graces and money and attractiveness and slim physique and muscle tone and smell and gas control and money in the bank and hygiene and genetics, we make up for in humor. We are funny. We are a good time. When my dad married his second wife, Laura, I love Laura. Laura's amazing. I love her. When he married Laura, we went to Vegas. They got married at Vegas, and I told her, I said, this is your last chance to back out right now. I wouldn't be doing my due diligence if I said this wasn't your last chance to back out. And she's like, I just love him. He's a really good time. And I'm like, that's us. Doug, I feel like I might know that person too. Yeah, my mother, like, she gets flustered. It's great. I'm telling you, the five of us, it's unbelievable. You'd have to catch up on a lot of we would, I swear to you, I'm not joking. We would be more entertaining than the Kardashians. Because we would do it without being able to buy a good time. You would just see us in a room or various rooms of a house, just bagging on each other, telling stories, ripping on each other, wrestling, farting, you name it. We are the Kardashians without money and with substance. We're not hollow, vapid turds. We actually have a robust personality. We are interesting people. We licking actually, yeah. Actually, Jordan, there is a lot of ear licking. There's guilty. It's actually true. It's actually true. Yeah, that's the type of stuff. That's the stuff we get into. Yeah, we have a good time. Oh, goodness. Man, I would love to. Uh, it, it would be impossible for one of us to be the cameraman. We would have to hire somebody to be on the cameraman. It is. It gets crazy. What's up, Dave? How are you doing, friend? Speaking of cameramen, Dave Stevens, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Yeah, it's Mel should but the problem is she would be laughing too much. She would be laughing constantly. She would be it gets nuts. Yeah. We are whew, excuse me. We are a funny group. Like it's ruckus. Like and forgive me, Mel. Believe it or not, I dated people before I married Mel. And any of the girlfriends or whomever was with me at the time, or even if I brought friends over, they would be like, dude, I just want to hang out with your family. Your family is so funny. Just so funny. And I would have like people that were like, dude, I don't even like you. You're an a-hole, but your family's funny. I just want to hang out when your family hangs out. So flash break? I mean, we could do a card break. Never mind. I'm not affiliate yet. I can't take tips, so I'm not flashing anything until I'm affiliate. This is where Trevor goes, DC, look under your chair. And I look under my chair and it's like, oh my God, there's a box of cards. And he's like, break it now. It's actually funny. I do have Pokemon here. I do have some sealed Pokemon boxes. Not like booster boxes, but the individual ones. I just don't really want to open them. It's like, and I'm out. Ear showcase. Yeah, yep, that's it. That's it. Maybe. All right, take care, Doug. All right, hey, listen, just you know what? Put the feet on for the kids. I'll put them to sleep, man. We'll have a good time. We'll have a great time, and they won't make any noise other than giggling. Maybe we'll do one of that. Maybe I'll crack one of those open, just to do it, not to give any of them away, but just to open them since there's no longer a monopoly on me opening things. Don't worry about it, Scoop. There's many more to come. All right. What's in my PC? Trevor, did you? Yeah, I don't know. Were you here yesterday, Trevor? When yesterday's video was actually show and tell. I did show and tell yesterday's video. Yesterday's video ended up being a two-part video because my internet crapped out. It's fixed now. We moved one of the mesh routers closer. You missed the most important card in my collection. The 1992 Emmitt Smith Action Pack 24 karat gold, card number 9G. That's it. That's the one. Yeah, man. Hey, listen, Doug, I said it before, I say it again. You call my phone, I will answer 100% of the time. There you go, Andrew. This is the most important card. This is the card that started my collection, that made me serious about collecting. Yep, and it is. It is the 24 karat. You can see it underneath the name Action Pack. That's an Action Pack is not in black. It's in all gold. Yeah, there you go. Schmuffalonia. It is more better, right? Yes. I will, man. Love you too. Absolutely. So this is the card that started it all, and I actually told the story of it. Yesterday's video is a two-part video, Trevor. If you get free time, I know you don't have any free time, but if you get free time, it's worth the listen. It was taken. I'm sorry to hear that. Otherwise, privately, I will tell you the story. If you don't get a chance to watch it next time we chat. A original one of one. Damian Lillard Card Killer. This is one of Card Killer's earliest card art pieces. I actually got in touch with him last night, as a matter of fact. Keegan. What's up, Keegan? And he was like, wow, it's good to see some of my older stuff still in circulation. But this is it's called the Konami Code is the name of this art piece. And that's one of the things that I like. There's Schmuffalonia. Please do, absolutely. Absolutely. And then some of my N28s. Now these won't impress you, but I did get my hands on a really good grade 70 William Muldoon. It is. It's a Yep, it's the Konami code Contra. So he worked that into a Dame Lillard card, and I bought this a very long time ago. Early when he first started putting his stuff up. His stuff goes for thousands now, and I got this for a couple hundred. So this is my first real true art card piece that I've been digging in. I know, Trevor. That is what I was told, and I loved N28 because Buffalo Bill is in there, and so is Annie Oakley. Annie Oakley was actually alive when those cards were being made, so that's her real life card. That's her trading card. Just like Trout is alive now, you get a Trout card. It's his card. Um, Annie Oakley is in there, and it'll be a while because Annie and Buffalo Bill, those are $2,000 and $4,000 cards respectively. But I will collect the N28, the base N28. Yeah, they did an amazing Indian set. They did the birds. For birds, they did. There's some really great ones. I've seen tons of them. Different weapons of war. They did a run later in the years. Yeah, this one. I mean, this is for those who are unfamiliar with the set. This set is a tobacco card from 1887. So we're talking like old. Which is funny. My house is 47 years older than that card. The house that I'm in right now is actually older than that card. There we go. I forgot what I was saying. N36s, there you go. Yeah, I thought, I mean, I turned off all of that stuff and it's still giving me troubles. I might just call. I might just call somebody and be like, hey, why does this do this? I pay too much for it to happen. Yeah. Yeah, it takes me about 15 seconds to fix it. I delete the audio input capture and I reload the audio input capture. Yeah, the Indians, they had the Sitting Bull. They had a couple of really prominent ones. And they did the weapons of war. They also did flags. They did country flags. Was the set. Just tobacco cards were just cool, just really cool. Geronimo is in there. Yep. All right, Scoob. So it's exciting stuff. I would love to collect it. I mean, I am very far away from having disposable income at this point. But I have a feeling once I do get into that area of disposable income, you're going to see a really awesome growth in my collection. I do. I dig non-sport. I dig a lot of non-sport. I have a big portion of mine is non-sport or alternate sports. Like somebody did, I can't remember. I think it was the bar. Whoever makes the bar cards. They did one of like American Heroes and had like a piece of Bonnie Blair's speed skating suit. I got an autograph of uh, Bill Keane, the man who produced and drew Family Circus. I actually got a 101 cut sig of Bill Keene's. which I thought was cool because when I was a kid and I would open up the comics, Ziggy was one of the first ones I'd go to. Family Circus was the other one, and then I'd immediately go to the Far Side. The Far Side, I am a giant Gary Larson fan. I heard he was contemplated coming back and was doing some guest stuff. Gary Larson, in my opinion, and this is a weird thing to know and love, Gary Larson was probably my favorite cartoonist of all time. I don't think anybody can hold a candle to Gary Larson. His level of intelligence and humor was so beyond anything that as a kid, I would laugh and I would learn something because he taught you while you laughed. Smash the like button. Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, he was the man. They named a he got an animal named after him. This is a funny story. This is the story as I heard it. So I mean, it's got to be true. I don't tend to remember things that are false. So, in the world of the Latin naming of genus and species, when you discover a new species, either you or oftentimes whoever is in charge of the expedition to discover the new species, if one is discovered, they get to name it. Now, obviously, the genus is already established, so they keep the genus and they get to name the species. Most times they go with something that's Latin. Oftentimes they'll actually do something that is close to them personally, and they'll put a Latin spin on it. However, tradition dictates, and this is the part that I'm not sure is true, but tradition dictates that you can only have one animal species named after you. You can't have multiple. I think there's very few exceptions to that rule, and I think Darwin might be one of them. And there was a group of researchers that reached out to Gary Larson and said, "We are researching new animals," and he says it's not the most exciting or elegant animal in the world, but we have discovered a new tick. And I want to say it was either an owl tick or a swan tick. And in the letter that they wrote to Gary Larson, and I saw a copy of the letter, which is why I remember this, they said, we're unfortunately not, researching swans or anything beautiful, but we are researching ticks, and we managed to find a new species. And we would like your permission to name this species after you. And it's like whatever the genus is the genus blah blah blah, and then the species is Gary Larsonis. So his name, Gary Larson, with an us to make it sound Latin at the end, it's blank Gary Larsonis. But yeah, he's deserves to have something named after him. His contribution to science, even in the form of humor, deserves it. Dave Barry is another one who should have more people talking about him. I'm sorry, Gary Larsoni. That's what it is. It is Strigiphilis Gary Larsoni. And there it is. Gary Larsoni. It is a louse found on an owl. So there you go. I wasn't lying. Do you go on break? There is no break, Phoenix. I'm here, buddy. It's my time now. I own my time. I tell myself when I'm done. Unless Mel tells me when I'm done. Then obviously Mel wins because she's the boss. I just pretend. So yeah, that's my favorite Gary Larson story, is that he has a louse named after him, an owl louse. But I mean, it's more than I've got named after me. I think somewhere in Central Florida there might be an outhouse named after me, but that's about it. Yeah, this is what I wore out to dinner. I'm still dressed up like I'm going somewhere. Kim, I was like, keep it going. Yeah, she knows she's the boss. She's my Tony Danza. Yeah, that's it. That's the way it is. Yep. Actually, no, she can't because the door is shut for sound purposes and covered with a 9 pound weighted blanket. It's not easy for her to get in here. She definitely can't see. I mean, she can see right now because she's looking at me through the camera. I bet I'm on the big screen downstairs. I'm sure her and James are watching me on the TV downstairs. But I mean, she doesn't directly have her eye on me. She can see me though. She can't see what my hands are doing down here though, or back here, or even like over here. She's the Richard Gere to my Julia Roberts. That's that Cinder frickin' Rella, right? She doesn't need a hidden camera. There's a non-hidden camera 2 feet in front of me. Oh goodness. I must be scary on the big screen. What's going on, man? How are you doing? Yeah, it is. Is well, listen. This I'm going to be quiet for a moment. I'm going to be quiet for a moment and I want you to hear how dead silent this place is. Of course somebody does a burnout outside as I say that. All right, let's try that again. It's quiet. That's a whisper. That's a whisper from like a foot away from the microphone. So yeah, I've done a pretty good job of soundproofing this room. Look under my chair. Yeah. It's you get a car, you get a car, you get a car. I'm good, Matt. I can't complain. I need a trim. I hear somebody coming though. That sounds like the dog. Oh, that's definitely the dog. Yeah, but there's the side streets. But we still get like off the main beaten area. The side streets people will do little burnouts and stuff. Oh, hold on. He's Vigo. Vigo. Yeah, Vigo. Ven aquí. Come here, buddy. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. I know you're not supposed to jump, but jump. Come on. What? Come on. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're just. Come here, you turd.
Dad, I saw you on TV.
Oh, Jimmy, I'm still on TV.
Hello.
This is Vigo. Hi, Vigo.
Hey, can I?
And this is Jimmy. Now, Jimmy. See, that's. Look at all these people can see you now. Say hi.
Hi.
Are you okay? Wait, okay, easy, easy.
My name is David Adam.
No, don't work there anymore, buddy.
He's I work here.
Okay. Listen, I'll be done in a little bit, okay? Listen, I'm gonna be done in a little bit, okay? And then we'll go hang out and do something, all right? All right. All right. Take Vigo with you. I love you.
I hate you, Mommy.
Oh, that's so mean. I'm saying you can't be on the TV, buddy. Okay. Go, Vigo. Go, Vigo. Go. Vente. Vente. Yeah, vente. All right. All right, fine. You can stay. You can stay. You just gotta lay down. Oh goodness. Yeah, so that's him acting out. He gets angry when I'd make him go away. Give him some, yeah, he's got some hair, right? Yep. He's 5. He's on the rebellious kick now. If you don't give him what he wants, it's I hate you. It's like, okay. No you don't, cuz we'll see about that. What? Lay down. Good boy. Good boy. One of the two wouldn't leave. I'll let you guess which one. You don't even know who I'm talking to, do you? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, you don't say. Yeah? Oh, really? Really? I disagree. If you're telling me Josh Allen is only throwing for 30, no. He's throwing for more than 30 touchdowns. 35 touchdowns. I don't like Tom Brady. See? You agree with me. The mere mention of the name Tom Brady shuts him right up. Just saying. It's not a coincidence. I said the name, he started being quiet. Oh, no, kids, I know, I'm well aware kids are like that. I'm the oldest of 5. I have a 19-year difference between me and my sister. So I know all kids have that phase. He's going through his now. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I'm raising him well. I'm raising him the best I can. That's all I can do. But the dog's okay. Still not a huge dog fan, but I have one. And James an only child, so he has his emotional moments. We let him have some of them, but he doesn't get away with it all the time. What? What are you doing? What are you doing? You being a good boy? You gonna be a good boy? You wanna lay down? Wanna lay down? Okay. All right. Anyway, I think this might be the I may be being pulled away from the feed. Um After a work today. Schmuffalonia, I have my moments. I go outside and I put headphones on, I mow the lawn. I have a very well manicured lawn. Because if there's ever a moment, I'm gonna go mow the lawn. What? I don't have any treats in here. I don't have any treats in here. How about you lay down? Don't make me sick the wrath of Tom Brady on you. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I think that's actually it. I'm probably gonna get going at this point. I have a son to tuck in. It's almost midnight. He needs to be going to bed. I have a dog that's chewing on my chair. Bobby. Eso no se hace. Eso no se hace. Hey, what is going on, Bourbon's girlfriend? I still think that name is great. Yeah. I feel kind of like bourbon doing my own thing. Right, Benj? You don't have to worry about that anymore. Abby, you're catching me right as I'm about to sign off. I got you can sub, you can follow, you everything. I have a Twitch page, I have the YouTube page. Um, any of those help me long term. To get picked up and get an extra source of income. So I appreciate if you do. You don't have to. I'm not going to tell you what to do. That's right. You can't sub yet. I am not going to be. So I hit enough followers for affiliate. I've hit the chat numbers already. I blew the chat number. You guys are amazing, by the way. You are so far above my curve on the chat numbers. Honestly, I've only been on a week. I've already got over 50 followers. I have to go live 3 more times, I believe. 3 more times, and I will be affiliate. That's quick. That means basically, if I would have went live all 7 days of the week, I'd be affiliate already, and that's bonkers for somebody on Twitch. Considering I don't lick ears, I don't lick ears, and I don't go in a hot tub. For a dude who's just talking to people about life, the world, and everything, that's a pretty good testament to how great you guys are. Let me take a look real quick. Hey, no, none of that. None of that. Don't do that. Blah, 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 blah. I think I want this number. I think I want this number. Let me take a look at this. Notice Sean said if you start licking anything, I'll have to start turning my display off. He didn't say anything about turning his sound off. That's Sean for you. He didn't say he would not stop listening. He just said he's going to stop watching. Just lick every card pulled. Yeah. Give me a second. I want to pull up the no foil. Yeah, yep. I think somewhere I may have stashed a Brady. Usually anytime I get a Brady card, I shred it. I may have actually hold on, I'm to mute. There we go. I may have left one, so I'm gonna have to look. Vigo, stop, dude. Hey, get out of there. Don't chew on that. Muy loco en la cabeza. Goodness gracious, my dog. Where is this? Actually, I do curl it. I literally just got home. No, he's not eating the wires. He's pulling threads out of the ground. These do curl. I just got home and I was running late, so I had to run up the stairs. Hey, get out of there. Get out of there. No. You act like we don't feed you. Pudgy. I'm watching you. I'm literally watching you. Don't slowly turn your head at me. So now look what you did. You made the boss come. Now you made the boss show up. He's that's a treat. Go get it. Go get it. Oh. Go get it. Go get it. Throw it. Throw it in the room. He'll fetch it. Gracias, mi amore. Mi corazón. You failed. Hey, Vigo. back. I don't love you anymore. Exit. Oh, this is gold. This is happening. This is happening. Yeah, he just doesn't want to. I'm alpha. He doesn't want to leave the alpha. Vigo. You want this? Do you want this? You want this? Okay, come on. Come on. All right, so that's it. That didn't work. It didn't come close to working. It almost worked. But it is what it is. He's gonna hang out for a little while. I'm not gonna be on much longer, regardless. Big timers. Yeah. With that said, you know what? I'm gonna cut it loose. It's it's almost midnight. Time to tuck James in. Time to take the dog outside so he doesn't pee in the Prince Rogers Nelson studio of Lockport. Listen, it's true today as it has been any other day in the history of me being here. I love each and every one of you. I do. Each and every one of you are the ones that make this wonderful and worth doing. You're phenomenal, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The outpouring that I have had has been amazing. I knew I would have some people that would come and hang out with me still. I didn't realize all of you would come. And that is a testament to how great you are. So thank you so much. Big things are coming. You just got to be patient until I'm allowed to do them. Once I am, trust me, your patience is going to be paid tenfold. I promise you. Big things are really coming. Be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. Next week, Thursday, I'm going to go live again at 9 o'clock. My Patreons are going to pick the topic that we go with. And, oh, thanks, Schmuffalonia. They will pick it out. If for some reason it comes to a tie, I'll let Instagram choose. I may release some content videos via Instagram and YouTube next week before I go live, just as a little kind of bonus for everybody. So keep an eye out there. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, DC the Breaker, please do that because that's the easiest for me to upload to. I'm still figuring Twitch out. And I mean, if you can follow the Twitch page too when you get an opportunity to, please do, because as I learn Twitch, I'll be adding more features to that as well. And I eventually want to create my own emoji. Once I make affiliate, I guess I can do that, and I would love to drop emojis on all of you, or at least one that is interesting. So. Absolutely, Ringa. Appreciate you, bro. And listen, Ringa as well. Hellbolt has a site you guys need to follow. Ninja Binda, she has one. I almost called her by her real name. And Ringa. If you want some interesting content, two of those three are in Australia. So if you want a different perspective on the world, or just want to listen to them speak, because quite frankly, I love the accent. I know they say we have the accent, but most of my people here are American, so they're going to say you have an accent. We love it either way. So follow them. It is always good to hear their voices when they speak. Belinda, maybe a little bit more content out of you, but Ringa, I will pop in. I'm just playing with you. Take care, be safe, love you, and good night.